Hello and welcome to the weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Renowned scientist Dr. Chandram Shivaji delivers a lecture. Industry Institution interactive session held. And some important notifications from the university. Now the details with your host Umar Malik. Renowned scientist Dr. Chandram Shivaji delivered a lecture at the University of Kashmir on opportunities for international research, collaborations and fellowships. Dean Students Welfare Professor Fiaz Ahmed said that the theme chosen is relevant for the university scholars.
A very good theme which Dr. Saab has chosen is opportunities for international research collaborations and fellowships. I believe that's the area which is very weak for our research scholars, probably because of having less exposure. And we'll be having first the presentation of the invited speaker. Then that would be followed obviously by an interactive session with the research scholars. You can have your queries addressed, you can have your doubts addressed by the honorable guest. And then obviously we have with us our Dean Research, who I thought would be the most ideal person to be the president of this function, because this is a research domain and none other than Professor Javed could have been the chairperson of this very particular function.
Coordinator DICA Dr. Manzoor Ahmed Shah introduced the guests to the scholars.
He has delineated the nature of the crust beneath the western and the eastern Himalayas through detailed gravity modeling. So that means he is connected through his research to this Himalayan valley or Himalayan region at large. Dr. Shivaji was instrumental in designing experiments to monitor electromagnetic precursors to earthquakes in Delhi, Rohtak Belt. That is also something, since we are in an earthquake-prone area, that also something that makes him special for us. Dr. Chandram Shivaji has been awarded with prestigious Science and Technology Agency of Japan postdoctoral fellowship for 2 years in 1999. And then at Geological Survey of Japan, Dr. Shivaji performed extensive research on seismic wave propagation through random heterogeneous media using laser Doppler vibrometer experiments.
Dean Research Professor Sheikh Javed, who was the chairperson on the occasion, said that collaborative initiatives with other universities help in grooming better scholars.
In our own university, we have seen that a lot of students, as already mentioned, a lot of students are getting this Inspired Fellowship and Women Science Awards, and our faculty also getting a lot of projects. I remember 10 years back, and we had just one or a couple of projects from DST, but right now, we have more than 100 projects just from DST. You cannot believe it. So I see that all these initiatives are having an effect in the Kashmir University directly. I would also like to mention that we are also engaged, actually our university, our physics department also engaged in some of these international collaboration that our country has. For example, I'm personally involved in the anti-proton he mentioned, and I'm a part of that collaboration, international collaboration.
Dr. Shivaji, scientist from Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, in his speech said that the new science policy devised by the government has put emphasis on research with an aim of India becoming a leading publisher in reputed journals.
During the last science policy, which was released by the Honorable Prime Minister of India in the year 2013, during the Indian Science Congress held in January. So this recent science policy on 2013, they have actually designed several ambitious plans for the science and technology in the country. We need to generate large number of scientific manpower in the country, which can actually support the country as well as other countries also. And then we want to be one of the top few major players in the leading publications in the reputed journals of importance. And then through the scientific collaboration, we want to participate in mega science projects, which I'll be describing. And during the 2010-20, we have actually nomenclated this as a decade of innovation, and now established the National Innovation Council by the Department of Science and Technology support.
He opined that science institutions have failed to engage with societal needs.
So in order to address kind of societal problems, we need to have a dialogue among the society and across several players like institutions and other things. So this is still a goal to be achieved, because unless we have a clear-cut understanding of what industry needs for their societal benefits of their own development, and then what kind of research India needs to be done, it is still under very primary stages because of these non-availability of the linkages. So we need to have a better dialogue with these industry partners as well as academicians and the research scientists in the country. Then only a possible outcome will be very useful to the society at large.
The Department of Food Science and Technology organized a two-day Industry Institution Interactive Session 2017 on 22nd and 23rd February. The session was conducted to improve the connection between the institutions and industries in the state. Head Department of Food Science and Technology Professor Farooq Ahmed Masoodi stressed that there are many factors responsible for poor performance in achieving the linkage between industries and institutions.
We invited our friends from industry with an objective of getting linked to the industry, particularly to food industry. We made some promises to them. In turn, they made some promises to us. So we again assemble here. To what extent we have been in a position to meet those objectives, which we did draw almost a year back or so. All of us are aware of the fact, the situation through which the state of Jammu and Kashmir, particularly the valley, passed in 2016. Let me make an honest admission that the progress in achieving those objectives, which we have fixed last time, that progress is not that significant or remarkable. So we cannot attribute only to the deteriorating situation of this region for our poor performance. There are many other factors also. We will be drawing a brief summary of those factors that contributed to this poor performance in achieving or in strengthening these linkages between institutions and the industry.
Dean Faculty of Applied Sciences and Technology, Professor Ghulam Mahideen Bhatt, opined that the fruit of science and technology is invention and innovation.
I have strong objections. The way we do science, the way we prepare our curriculum, the way we establish our teaching and learning institutions. Very strong objection. Gone are the days, when we used to, focus on generating so-called learned people, scholars from the institution. Today, if you look at the scenario at global level, at national level, at local level, see a lot of unemployment. That we as a society, we as academicians, we as, the responsible people in the university do not give significant importance to inventions and innovations. Mera ye manna hai that the fruit of science and technology is the invention and innovation. The significance of developing the industrial culture in the state is based on innovations and inventions and, of course, patents.
Industrialist Mr. Abdul Rauf Trambo stressed that the norms in industry with regard to employment have changed.
I do not represent the industry, but I'll tell you one thing. The scenario in industries have changed. We don't employ employees now. हम लाजिम नहीं पकड़ते हैं. Please keep this in mind. If I employ any of you, I will not employ you as my employee, as my mulazim. I will employ you as a person who will do business on my behalf. Remember that. If any of you is thinking that the industry will come and employ you कि आप मुलाजिम बनोगे, sorry, we are not interested. हम सबसे पहले ये सोचेंगे, what was said about the integrity and value, yes, that's a fact. We'll think about that first because we will be letting you know a lot of our secrets कि हम किस तरह काम करते हैं, and we don't want them out. Then we will want you to earn for us, not only for yourself. You have to earn for us. गए वो ज़माने जब हम मुलाजिम पकड़ते थे, वो हमारे लिए काम करता था, वो गए. हम आजकल इवेलुएट करते हैं मुलाजिम को. If we are paying you 1 lakh rupees package, 2 lakh rupees package, are you earning me 10 lakh rupees? मैं यहाँ पे आपको नहीं बोलूँगा मैं जी इतने लोग एम्प्लॉय करूँगा वो करूँगा नो करूँगा. No, I am not interested. I am interested in businessmen, businesswomen. है कोई?
Director UGC HRDC Professor GM Sangmi said that Kashmir is bestowed with horticulture and agriculture products, but there aren't many processing units.
In case of milk which Mr. Rauf Trambo was referring to, By and large, we have reaching to a level where we are feeling that we are going for self-sufficiency. And there are a lot of food products. We have huge horticulture here, and Professor Masoodi is himself a technocrat in food industry. And if we have huge horticulture land and horticulture cultivation going on, but how many food plants and processing plants of horticulture have been established? Things coming on entrepreneurship. So we are moving from technology to entrepreneurship, just to develop the food.
Mr. Manohar M. Chitale, ex-Vice President, Association of Food Science and Technology, said that every food product launched goes through a lot of examination before it hits the market.
Each product testing site, the product is simultaneously tested in 4 or 5 cities of the country. Then the data from different locations is collated, analyzed. Their statistical analytical methods are available now. They are analyzed and the overall product potential is estimated. Again, depending upon this large-scale consumer evaluation, R&D people come in, they make necessary changes either in the raw materials or packaging materials, and same thing is repeated again. This may again take another 4 months later on, and ultimately the product is finalized, which is the marketing team or the sales team is happy with that product and they will go ahead and sell the product in the market. This is the commercial talk. Commercial production and product launch depends upon probable MRP and profitability. After doing all this, spending couple of lakhs of rupees in all this product development up to market research, ultimately if the management finds that the product, this takes about almost a year now. By the time the situation changes, the marketplace changes, the dynamic market is always a dynamic market. Prevailing conditions in the market will change, or if they are same, they're good. MRP and profitability, if it is favorable, they will go it and management will take a decision, okay, well, let's go ahead and do the launching of the product, and if everything goes well, the product is launched.
He said that on an average 3,000 product ideas are evaluated throughout the world, but only a few make it into the food market. Annually
3,000 product ideas are evaluated all over the world. This is the data which is available, which was available to me around 2010-11, published in one of the Indian Institute of Food Technologies journal. 300 ideas see the laboratory scale trials, 30 of which see the market test. 10 products are commercially launched. Out of 3,000, only 10 food products are commercially launched, and out of that, only 3 products succeed.
The students of the Department of Food Science and Technology conducted proceedings of the event. Assistant Professor Dr. Idris Wani presented the welcome address, while as Dr. Sabrina Muzaffar proposed the vote of thanks. Later, a question-answer session was held. Now some important notifications from the university. The UGC HRDC of the university is going to conduct 74th General Orientation course from 27th Feb 2017. Teachers from colleges and universities including Agriculture University, NITs, engineering colleges, etc. are eligible for the said course. Newly recruited assistant professors in the higher education department are welcome to join. Eligible teachers who are interested to attend the said course are requested to register up to 23rd Feb 2017. Applications for the post of academic arrangements for the year 2017 are invited for various PG courses in the University of Kashmir. The candidates possessing net set PhD in the relevant subject with minimum of 55% marks at PG level are eligible to apply for the post. It is notified for the information of all eligible teacher candidates who intend to apply for promotion under Career Advancement Scheme in terms of the UGC regulations that the date for submission of the application forms stand extended up to February 28th. The students who have registered for GE OE courses of first semester 2016 in the Department of Arabic are directed to appear in the internal assessment on the 27th and 28th of February. For further info, log on to kashmiruniversity.ac.in or uok.edu.in. With this, we come to the end of today's program. In case you have missed some part of the program, you can log on to emmrckashmir.com where you can watch the whole episode. Send us your suggestions at our email address quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. If God had wanted everyone to be same, He would have made it so. Therefore, disrespecting differences and imposing your thoughts on others is tantamount to disrespecting God's holy scheme.